everyone, it's Sarah. Welcome to Vengeful. Today I have my October TBR for you guys, and I am planning on reading a lot of spooky, Halloweeny kind of books. Not really spooky, but I'm just kind of hoping to read some books that will get me into the right October mood. So I'm very excited for this TBR because I've been really enjoying watching everyone's TBR and everyone October and autumn and Halloween recommendation videos. So I'm really excited to tell you what kind of books I would like to read. First up, I want to get some books out of the way that I am currently reading. I'm currently reading two books. The first one is Frankly in Love by David Yoon, and this is a YA contemporary with the fake dating trope. So we follow Frank Lee, who is Korean American. His parents are really set on him marrying and only dating a Korean girl, but he has fallen in love with a white girl, so he fake dates a Korean girl so that they can both date who they actually like and pretend that they're a couple for their parents. And I do like the book. It's kind of getting into a direction that I'm not really loving. I'm a little over halfway through, but yeah, I am going to finish this book before the end of the month, and then I will hopefully tell you all how I ended up liking it. The other book I'm currently reading and hoping to finish in October is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I've been reading this for a really long time, and I am on page 275 out of 530, so I still have quite a chunk of the book to read, but I'm really enjoying it, and it is kind of the perfect book to read in the fall. It's really whimsical and mystical, and it's really nice to read this cuddle up inside with a tea while it's raining outside. And it's a really nice and kind of atmospheric book, and it's about this young man called Leslie Strange who has been working in a library, and he has been obsessed with this lost city for a really long time, basically for all his life. And it's his dream to discover this city because there's this big mystery, and the city used to have a name, but then the city was cursed, and it's only known now as the City of Weep. And he actually gets a chance to travel into the city and kind of find out what all of this curse is about. And it's really good so far. It's taken me a long time because I'm not really used to reading that kind of high fantasy anymore, but I'm really liking it as well. Then one more book that doesn't really fit into the October vibes, but that I am hoping to read really soon is OMG What Incomplete Aisling. Actually, this was just published in Germany. It's actually an Irish book, but this was now published in Germany, and the authors are coming to the Frankfurt Book Fair later this month, and I've actually gotten the chance to meet one of my friends, and she's hosting a meet and greet with the both authors of this book. So I'm going to meet them and I will talk to them about the book, so I'm really hoping to read it before, but I've heard that it's pretty funny, and it's basically a contemporary about this girl Aisling who I think has been in a long-term relationship, but it's not really what she wants for her life, so she breaks up with her long-time boyfriend and moves back from Dublin to a small town where she grew up, I believe, and I'm excited to see how I will like it. Next up, I am planning on reading some graphic novels, some Autumnal, fall aesthetic graphic novels. The first one is, of course, Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. I feel like everyone's reading this right now, and I'm really excited to read it as well because it just looks so nice, so autumny, and just really beautiful. I'm pretty sure it's about those two teens who have been working at a pumpkin patch for basically many years, and one of them is trying to get up the courage to tell the other person that they have feelings for them. And I'm pretty excited to read it, mainly because I think it will just be very Halloween and autumn-like, and that will give me in exactly the mood I want to be in October. And then the other graphic novel is Mooncakes. I don't know what this is about. I know that a bunch of booktubers have already raved about this. A bunch of them got early copies and had really high praise about the arcs. And I've been wanting to read this so badly. It's about witches, and it's I really don't know much more, but it looks super gorgeous. The cover is amazing, and yeah, I'm definitely going to order pumpkin heads and mooncakes today, and hopefully have them here very soon so that I can read them. Next up, let's focus on some books that I actually have on my physical TBR, because as you guys know, I'm trying to do a TBR series where I'm trying to, reduce my TBR, and it's not going super well because I have been getting some new books. I'm planning on ordering new books, but I'm also trying to read some books that have been on my shelves for a long time, like those next two books that I'm gonna talk about. The first one is The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding by Alexandra Bracken, and I know that this is the kind of book I will only really want to read in October, so I need to read it now or else it will just be on my TBR for another year. But this is a middle grade book about someone who's possessed by a demon, I believe, and that just sounded so cool to me. On the back there's this really cute cat that also has like bat wings. It looks adorable. And yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I hope I will love it. I've actually heard good things from this in the past, and I really think that a spooky demon middle grade is exactly the right book for me, because I don't like to be super scared. I don't like to read horror or watch horror movies or anything. So I think this is kind of more up my alley and more what I need. The other book is also one that has been on my TBR for a while, and that I think I won't really read if it's not like this time of the year, and that is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. And I've been reading Neil Gaiman for Halloween for the last couple of years. First I read The Ocean at the End of the Lake, and then another year I read Coraline, which was really good. And now I have Neverwhere, which actually has some illustrations, and it's apparently a adult book, but it has illustrations, and it's apparently based on a TV show that Neil Gaiman also wrote. So I don't know. I'm gonna probably try to read this and see just if I like it. If I DNF this, that's okay, but I need to at least try to read it, because I don't want to carry this on my TBR for another year. If I don't read it this October, I will probably get rid of it. Okay, so technically I have a lot of time to read in October, but my TBR is getting really big, and I would love to read some of the huge books that I have and that really fit this time of year, but I don't know if I will have the time to get to all of them, because the next book I would really like to read is Dark Dawn by Jay Kristoff, and this is massive, but it's also so beautiful. I got this edition with the dark sprayed edges that matches my other editions, and this one I actually pre-ordered and it's signed by the author, so that's really cool. I really enjoyed Nevernight. I'm pretty sure I have a spoiler-free review for it on my channel, and I did like the second book, God's Grave, I think, even though I feel like some of it kind of went over my head, and I'm definitely gonna need to read a summary of the first two books before I really get into this one. But overall I really like Mia as a character, and I'm pretty sure that not so good things are gonna happen to her in this book. I like Mr. Kindly, I like the way it's written, so I might just try to listen to this on audio and read it at the same time, because I think that might be the way that I will get most of it actually into my head. I'm doing the same thing with Strange the Dreamer, because I know that those kind of stories are kind of hard for me to get everything and not just skim over. So I would love to read this, but it's massive and I know it would take me a long time, so I can't promise anything. The other really massive book I would love to read is Vengeful by V. Schwab. I got this when it first came out. I was so excited. I really loved Wishes, but I'm pretty sure that Wishes is not this big, because this has almost 600 pages. It's massive. The font in this, no, it's not tiny, but it's not that big either, and it's just so chunky. I would love to read it, but we'll see. It's another one where I feel like it would need my full attention. I've kind of been thinking about rereading Wishes, but I'm really not sure. I would absolutely love to get to at least one of those though. Finally, I have some review copies. They are both also very big, or at least one of them is really, really big. And they're both German review copies, and they are kind of the same vibe. They are both like dystopian. This one is The Warehouse by Rob Hart. The German version is called Der Store, and it's a dystopian. It's about this store that basically sells anything, and how it like changes the life of the employees, because there's like this kind of dystopian world that the store wants to build up, and there's like a cloud that is fighting against its enemies. I don't really know what it is, it just sounds really cool, and like a Black Mirror episode kind of. Same as the other book, which is Das Ding by Arthur Zuig. Other than The Warehouse, this does not have an English version because it's written in the German original that was just published, and I should probably maybe read this before the book fair as well, because I'm pretty sure that the offer is gonna be there. But this is also kind of like a Black Mirror episode in that it is about this app that tells you what you should do. It tells you like anything, like, I don't know, go on a date with this person, quit your job, whatever. And there's this group of people that decides to completely follow all of the advice that the app gives you. So their lives are completely controlled by this app that basically makes all decisions for you. And that sounds so cool. And also like a really fucked up Black Mirror episode that I would love to read. So I have so many choices. I wish I could read all of these books, but I know that I will not. So once again, I would love to get to at least one of those, probably. And then the final book that I'm gonna put on this TBR, even though I don't know if I will get to it, is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And like, I have been watching BookTuber recommendations for like books to read at Halloween, and this was one of them that like came up in a bunch of videos, and I'm just really convinced to try it out now because I feel like it's a really good Halloween book. Of course, I love that it's like a classic written by a woman, and it basically like invented the horror genre. Yeah, you all probably know what Frankenstein is about, so I don't have to tell you, but I would really like to read it because it sounds super interesting, and I think it's rather short as well. So I don't know if I would get to it, but I would really like to because I've never read it, and I feel like that would be the perfect time to do that. But anyway, those are like my tentative TBR books I would like to read in October. We will see what I will actually read. I'm planning on doing like a couple of reading vlogs throughout the month, so maybe you will see what books I end up reading. I hope I get to a lot. I don't really have university or anything to do other than like my 9 hours a week at my job, so I should have a lot of time to read and hopefully make some content for you guys. So yeah, I'm very excited for October. I definitely love the spooky season, so let me know what you guys are reading for October, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye!